Bonsoir, 20e épisode de FF4. 16. Waouh. FF16. Alors. Donc, il faut que j'aille... ouais, la souquette qui était là, c'était juste d'aller rapporter des pommes. Hein, si jamais. Celle que j'avais fait là. Ouais. Putain, c'était de la souquette. Ah, mais cette musique, elle sort trop de... On peut trop penser à une musique qui sort de 14, mais j'arrive plus à la retrouver. Sinon, j'aurais directement joué 30 secondes en bout de la vidéo de la zone.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Réussite. Oh.
How far do you think your mother's
C'est pas mal,
reach
là.
extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
La tour qui est là-bas, je suis le seul à... Je suis le seul à qui ça me fait penser à autre chose. Pas spoil.
Starting with the village of Amber.
Ouais. Ok, il faut que j'aille où? Là-bas. Alors j'essaie de remettre de baisser de 2 points la luminosité du jeu pour voir, mais... J'ai l'impression que quand c'est super clair, les zones, quand c'est bien éclairé, ça va. Mais là par contre, en fait, je trouve que... Très franchement, je trouve que ça devrait pas être aussi sombre. Je trouve que ça devrait pas être aussi sombre que ça. Voilà, là c'est mieux. J'ai vraiment l'impression que pour la lumière, après que je teste une fois, de toute façon le jeu je le referai une deuxième fois en Madard, pour moi. Enfin en difficulté ultime ou je sais pas trop quoi. Et je le ferai en HDR. Parce qu'apparemment le jeu a vraiment été fait pour la HDR sur le visuel et la luminosité.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows?
Prends les potions.
Welcome, stranger.
Rien de nouveau. Non, je pars revendre. Augmentage dans un opté rapide. Ok, c'est là déjà. Il vend pas de potions. Ah si.
You won't be disappointed. There you are.
Alors, qu'est-ce qu'il y a par ici? La zone ressemble à ça. Donc, je dois trouver quelqu'un ici. Ah. Mais avant... Non, oh. Moi qui adore sauter sur les toits. Non, s'il y a bien, quand le jeu sortira sur PC, il y a bien 2 modes que je vois arriver très très vite. Le premier mode, ce sera les grappes de raisin pour les grappes de raisin de la sortie d'Endwalker. Je suis sûr que quelqu'un le fera très vite. Et un mode pour sauter plus haut. Mais je suis quasi sûr que c'est pour empêcher les out of bounds de trouver des bugs que le saut dans les villes est aussi faible que ça. Parce que je vois plein d'endroits où il y aurait potentiel de sortir de la map ou autre. Bon, ici, ouais, ici j'en vois un.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire.
Ok. Ah non, je dois aller... Ah, je dois toujours chercher dans la zone. Interroger les habitants sur deux, ok, je l'avais pas vu.
We're going hunting for outlaws.
Ah, c'est dans cette zone là. Toi. Ah, ok, je l'ai vu. Il y a pas un coffre là. Ouais, même là que j'aurais pu sauter, je peux pas m'accrocher contre.
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Alors. Doubourg. Ok. Ah mais encore interroger, je suis d'accord.
Greetings, friend.
Tu veux pas aller dehors? Hein?
I know that.
Hey!
What do you want?
Voilà.
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Ah.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still.
Ouais, je me demande comment on va pas faire la mère de l'autre.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ok, non, juste. Ok, se rendre à port issu. Est-ce que je peux passer par là? C'est où? Ok, heureusement que j'ai regardé parce que j'allais partir en bas pour remonter. Ah, mais je peux partir en bas pour remonter, non? On va essayer de faire ça. Au pire, je perds 10 minutes sur la vidéo. Mais autant... Je veux dire, s'il y aurait... c'est vrai qu'il y a beaucoup de scènes cinématiques dans le jeu. Ce qui me gêne pas. Hein. Et puis bon, putain, les gens, de toute façon, les gens se plaignent pour n'importe quoi, mais quand t'as des gens qui se plaignent que le jeu est a trop de scènes cinématiques... Mais maintenant, mettons, tu prends par exemple... prenons FF7. Prenons FF7. Tu mets tous les dialogues de... je parle de FF7 origine par remake. Tu mets tous les dialogues de FF7 en scène cinématique, comme c'est là. Mais il y a tout autant de scènes cinématiques. Hein. Il y aura tout autant, voire plus de scènes cinématiques. En fait, il y en aura peut-être même plus. Donc ouais. Mais bon, la masse est stupide. Enfin, une certaine partie. Par contre, ouais, moi je vais aller voir si je peux passer par là. Alors oui, je pourrais utiliser ma monture. Ce que je peux faire là, par exemple. J'aurais aimé que ce soit un peu plus seamless, par contre, la montée. Alors comment ça se passe maintenant quand tu veux Ah bah attends, je les pète la gueule. Tu peux les taper? Oh putain. Bon, par contre je peux pacter d'autres attaques hein.
You deserve a rest.
Ok, ouais, ça c'est... ok. Bon. Oh, punaise, je les tape pour les loots. Il y a une limite de distance où tu peux aller. La distance est plutôt correcte. Elle a l'air d'être exactement la même que dans 14 balles. Un peu plus courte. Mais lol. Je sais pas ce que je voulais faire. Je crois que je vais quand même prendre mes points de compétence. Attends, 2225. Ah ouais, c'est juste jouer en ramu même. Et ah, je vais quand même attendre de... Ou alors je prends ceux qui ont le moins de valeur en premier. Je crois que je vais carrément... C'est vache là. Ah, je sais pas quoi prendre. Ah, ça c'est celle-là. Ah!
Ready, go? Yeah!
Par contre, la monture, j'aurais bien aimé qu'elle soit un peu plus rapide. Hein. Mais d'où elle le sort, son piaf, elle? Sérieusement. Ah, mais c'était Train qui était avec.
Enough of you, are there?
Non mais... Ouais. Ah mais il y a des merdes en haut.
Good girl. Run like the wind.
Par contre, c'est moi, je trouve l'animation en course un peu bizarre. Je sais pas. Je sais pas, vraiment, ouais, l'animation en course me tique un peu. Ah.
Blood, Clive.
Ah, ok, j'aurais pu venir là, cool.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield, Rosaria.
Merde, toujours un coup d'âme. Ah, dommage. Mais il se croit où lui là? Doul. Il a fait marrer cette spéciale.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Speed. Ah bah c'est juste à côté. Attends, ça m'intrigue. Oh putain, je pense... Ouais, bah en fait, heureusement que j'ai fait le tour par là. Je remarque maintenant que c'était fermé ici. Heureusement. Ouais, heureusement que j'ai fait le tour. Mais attendez, ça me semble bizarre. Parce que... Je suis parti d'où, moi? J'étais en haut là, non, je crois. Je sais même plus où j'étais. Ça me semble bizarre. J'ai l'impression d'avoir parcouru autant de chemin que ça. Bon, il est élevé. Ah. Évidemment, je prends encore cette QTE. Non, parce que je rappuie sur X à chaque fois en croyant tenir sur X.
Find something, boy. Death.
Found her.
This was my mother's doing.
Why? Why would anyone...
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Allez,
We can't leave them here like
vite,
this.
vite.
We won't. But if the
Je t'allais voir ce qu'il y a là-bas alors.
shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Ok, alors moi je vais devoir aller... Ah bah, pas besoin d'aller voir ce qu'il y a là-bas, on doit passer par là. Je peux rabaisser le pont. Ah mais non, mais c'est pas le pont ça.
We're approaching Bewick Bridge. No, I doubt the Empire would let
Ah,
us
je préfère
cross
aller à
over to
pied.
Rosalith.
Non. Par contre, je me demande un truc. Oui, non, il y a... Attends, non, non, je me demande un truc. Je me demande un truc dans le truc que je me demande. Est-ce que je peux voir ça ici, peut-être dans Chronique? Non, ça c'est l'histoire. En fait, je me demande sur le bestiaire du jeu, si tu peux le voir. Oui, il est déjà affiché. Non, je crois qu'il faut aller voir l'autre... Il faut aller voir l'autre type au centre. Mais en fait, je me demandais si quand tu regardais sur le bestiaire, si tu avais une liste des objets que les monstres pouvaient dropper. J'avais déjà été voir le bestiaire, mais j'ai jamais fait gaffe à ça. Ça pourrait être pas mal. Ah merde, maintenant que j'y pense, il y a un endroit où j'ai loupé un coffre. Putain, oui, ça me revient, mais c'était c'était dans l'épisode d'avant. Mais chier. J'avais vu un coffre. Il y a un combat qui s'était juste lancé quand je l'ai vu. Et je l'ai oublié. Putain, ça me revient maintenant. Oh, fait chier. Je pense que je vais recommencer le jeu du début. Ah, puis merde.
Didn't happen to come by way of Oldhill, did you? Saw some Imperials clad in black making for the docks just the other day. The next morn, you couldn't see the sun for all the ravens.
Okay.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
Don't go thinking you'll find refuge in the houses outside Port Isolde. The place is a wretched hive of thieves and blackguards.
Moi, je dois me diriger un beau rivage. Oui, je dois aller vers un port pour essayer de trouver un bateau, je sais pas trop quoi. Alors sur la plage. Une crabe. Loul. Comme il s'est juste fait choper par le dernier coup. Pas un coffre là. Oh. Dommage. Putain, tu peux vraiment être super créatif avec les combos. Putain, là, je fais des trucs assez basiques. Je suis pas vraiment encore entraîné à faire des combos ou autre. Eh, tu veux pas aller à la fenêtre, Minou? Plutôt rester couché par, devant l'armoire. Merde. Je vais dans la bonne direction, oui.
The Lazarus. What happened to
Quoi
this
ça?
place?
Ah, c'est des
My mother
spiders.
happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Until my uncle fared better. Farewell.
Oh. Merde.
Too many risks.
Tiens, qu'est-ce qu'on a par là? Ah. Palette mine. Ok, ce sera fermé là, la zone empereur. Ah, inaccessible. Soit pour le moment, soit que...
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Oh, éthérite. C'est un monolithe, mais voilà quoi. Je pense que je suis pas le seul à appeler ça éthérite.
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, get enough for
Fuck off! And the chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stall! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Non, bah finalement on pourrait y aller plus vite que ce que je pensais dans l'endroit que je viens de parler, où c'était bloqué, où je me trompe. Et effectivement.
We haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Putain, je me suis pas gouré. Explorer le bourg.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Ouais. Heureusement que tu peux quand même sauter comme ça en bas. Ok, c'est juste là. Destination atteinte. Il y a quelque chose à trouver là? Non, ça c'est le chien. Ah, le loup, mais c'est plus simple de dire chien. Ah, il fallait que j'aille là.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Oh,
Apologies.
encore des randoms.
We'll show ourselves out.
Ah.
Or not.
Merde. L'attaque du LOL. Putain.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Huh? Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Oh mais c'est lui. Je viens de buter les 3 quarts de ses hommes, mais bon.
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know.
Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
So Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we.
Make ready.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves Shield have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Ok. Qu'est-ce qu'il va en lui?
You are welcome to what little we have managed to salvage. May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Attends. Alors s'il y a peut-être pas des choses que j'ai loupées ici. Ah bah tu vois, je l'ai senti. Je l'ai senti. Bon, c'est vrai que le coffre, ils sont pas très excitants visuellement dans ce jeu. Bon après il colle le décor donc il y a rien à dire dessus.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
J'ai combien d'heures de vidéo là? 39 minutes, ok, je peux quand même continuer. Alors, personnage temporaire viendra rejoindre l'équipe. Ok, personnage temporaire. Il y a son icône qui s'affiche en bas. Ah oui, invité. Ah, je vais prendre la foudre. Équipement. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Non, ouais, on va. Je peux pas l'utiliser là. Peut-être sortir, peut-être. On va peut-être pas utiliser ça ici.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillman. Suffice to say,
Ok, c'est pas si mal, mais franchement, je trouve que le son, il y a un léger manque d'impact au niveau du son. Pour cette, je m'attendais un peu plus. C'est vrai que par moment, le sound design du jeu, pas au niveau des musiques, c'est pas les musiques, mais certains effets sonores, c'est un petit peu. Et disons quoi là, quoi, j'ai entendu mieux. Ils sont pas mauvais, mais je m'attendais à mieux de ce côté-là. On prend par exemple le bruit des gobelins, putain.
On your command, my lord.
Chariot.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
En gros dégueulasse.
For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Connie attaque.
On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another Wyvern to find their battles for them.
Aïe. Encore.
The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't stand
Ok, ce truc est down. Oh putain, il y a un Stigne.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Ok. LOL DRG, évidemment. Oh putain. What? Ça y est. Putain, je l'ai fait trop vite. Merde.
So wait.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Merde. Ok, quand il fait ça, ok, je comprends. Il va faire son saut. Merde. Merde, il a chier. Anneau d'armure. Ah, ok, matériau d'artisanat.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Aïe 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 aïe. Cendre enchantée, putain 80 quand même. C'est pas radin là sur le nombre de matériaux. Bon après peut-être ça en utilise 3 tonnes pour certains trucs. Mais les matériaux là je vois pas trop en grande partie à quoi ils servent sans déconner.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Pfiou. Ah putain, c'est pas fini.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance. Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster?
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us, then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. Besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
C'est vrai qu'on n'a pas vu se transformer souvent en Shiva.
Promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Le truc qui m'inquiète un peu, si à chaque fois que tu obtiens un nouveau pouvoir, c'est que la personne qui a le pouvoir, elle crève. Parce que là, tu sais un peu directement qui c'est qui va crever, quoi. Ça, c'est le repère de Sid. Je suis à combien de temps, là? Ah ouais, quand même. Je pense que je vais arrêter là pour cet épisode. Je me fais une petite pause, j'ai un peu faim, faire un café. Ouais non, c'était pas mal comme épisode, il était pas mal celui-là. Mais ouais, bonne soirée.